Hey team, hope everybody's doing well. Just a quick update video on what I got painted recently. So to start off with the ongoing Empire project I'm doing with the Reichland army, I've got a unit of spearmen painted up. So if I add the swordmasters back in, that's what I've got done so far. I sort of stopped on this because I was busy agonizing over what to do next, how to add shot, do I need to keep some stuff aside to do a null force, that sort of thing. But where I'm lying is I'm just going to push on and use all the stuff I've got to make up the Reichland force. And if I feel like doing a null, artillery contingent or something later, I can just do it as a small bolt-on rather than a full army. So I think that's the way I'll go. So hopefully we'll get a bit more traction on those guys. Some characters next. I want to do some shot, make it a usable force at least. So we'll see where we land. And so the Empire pikemen must have got me motivated. I decided to push on and do another block of Swiss. So this is a half pike block. So all the blue and white fielded cantons that I had. Quite aware that the banners from the different cantons are all mixed here. What I might do if I expand the project further than I'm intending to at the moment, because let's be honest, that always happens. You know how it is. Then, I might try and have a full file for each of the cantons. That way I can mix them around and break things up a little. But these were all Perrys? Yeah, these guys were all Perry miniatures. So the plastic at the back from the Mercenary set. Actually, I've just worked out I did some arm swaps with the War Games Atlantic Conquistadors box, but the miniatures themselves all started as Perrys. Front bases are metal, rear's plastic, and as I said, a couple of them have the War Games Atlantic arm swaps, so the ones with the shorter spears leaning forward and that sort of thing. Flags were from Pete's Flags on eBay, I believe. Yep, another unit, so I have to break everything out and see how that's all going at some stage. And to accompany the pike, I've got a unit of Swiss crossbowmen. So I'll either use these as a line block like you're seeing at the moment, or just break them up into 1 and 2 bases to represent skirmish formations as and when they're needed. This has been a pretty slow grow project. These are obviously Napoleonic Russians. These are all warlords, so plastics with metal command. I genuinely don't know why I find Napoleonic so slow to work on. I think it's mainly psychological. I mean, while they do have the straps and things, they're not any more complicated than painting any other miniature. I just seem to tense up at the thought, and it does take me a long time to push through. But I've got a unit of line Jaegers and Fusiliers done. Fusiliers? I'm pretty sure they're Fusiliers. So that's going to be enough for sharp practice, or enough for an infantry force anyhow. I can bulk things up from here. So I guess a grenadier unit would be nice, but cavalry, artillery, and big men are probably what I need to give the force a bit of diversity at any rate. And so this is a unit of 4 mercenary ogres that I'll be using for my Marienburg project. So they match with the commander that I already had painted up. Just drop him in for comparison. Really fun minis to work on. Again, these are the War Games Atlantic Ogres, the Landsknecht Ogres. Plenty of spare parts in the box for sci-fi conversions if you wanted to have space sci-fi mercenary 15th century ogres. Because, yeah, given the choice, who wouldn't really? But yeah, lots of colour, lots of fun. Really enjoyed painting these. Got another unit to go. So no particular project in mind for these. These were just some vampire cavalry that I got cheap at CanCon. Just gave them a very quick tabletop coat of paint. Gave them my standard undead basing scheme, so these guys can join the hordes of undead and yeah, hopefully give them a bit more heavy support. Nice and simple, good fun to paint, can't complain. And finally, just 2 days before the announce of the Epic Punic Wars, the Epic Punic Wars box set was announced, I started this project. So this is some 28mm Carthaginian citizen infantry, Victrix models with the little big men studio transfers, which did take a bit of getting used to. One tip I would give everybody, hang on, let me see if I can grab these. I think these are called thread scissors. So very small, detailed working scissors. Great for little big men transfers because, yeah, I seem to be all thumbs when I'm cutting them, but these things help. So if you're going to do a lot of them, maybe invest a few dollars in a new pair of sharp scissors is my tip. Yeah, really like these miniatures. Didn't take much time to put together, having seen other people talk about assembling Victrix. I was a little bit concerned, but the way I found to do it is you just stack the sprues up in the same way, clip off all the bodies, then clip off all the arms that match that body and just work through on a production line. And yeah, you can get them done easily watching TV or something. And this commences the shaky cam portion of the video. So to kick off with, this is the last of the 4 Ogres from the Wargames Atlantic box that I've got primed and ready to go. These guys are just on 40mm square bases, weren't included with the kit, but yeah, I think I used some Warlord ones here or something. So yeah, they rank up nicely, look good, can't wait to get these guys painted. Primed and just started is the rest of that Swiss pike block. So again, these are all Perry miniatures. Excuse me for the shaky cam. And panning to the side. Assembled, prime and ready to go. This lot is one of the Victrix Warriors of Carthage box. So back right is the Carthaginian veterans. At the back center, I guess, is the Libyan spearmen. Then in the foreground on the left is you get 14 skirmishers in the box. So 62 miniatures. So it's 21 of the veterans, 21 of the spearmen, and 3 command miniatures. So it's sort of, I guess, encouraging you towards 2 units of 24 there. With the other 14 bodies on the sprue being your skirmishers. So I'll probably use, I don't know, 3 or 4. I've got another box of, another bag, I should say, of these guys. So I'll have 28 between the 2 boxes, so I might just do maybe 3 skirmishers to a base and keep some aside to accompany the elephants I've got. We'll see. Anyhow, I've got shield decals for the scutums, the round shields at the front. I don't know, I think I'll probably just freehand some designs on for these guys, the Libyan spearmen. So I'll just paint them in, yeah, well, bronze colour, but I tend to use brass instead of bronze. I just like the way it looks more. And then maybe some black detailing on it for one of any other transfers. And finally, on the well-organised paint bench, 2 Russian guns, 4 Russian commanders. I've got those pirate goblins in the background. I keep forgetting it there. And then these characters, which I must push on with, and my reward for getting the Russians done is I'll let myself paint some cavalry. So this is Russian hussars in full field dress, because if I'm going to take the time to paint them, they're going to be in full field dress. So we'll see how that looks. I just want something colourful on the tabletop, basically. Alright, thanks for watching. Hoping everybody's doing well. Look after yourselves and have fun hobbying.